Good evening and welcome to Poodle Palooza 2020, Empowering Functional Independence. We are tickled and honored to have you join us this evening to raise funds and awareness for mobilitydog.org. Many of you do not know my story. A little over 10 years ago, I was involved in a freak accident at the grocery store that forever changed my life. A spinal cord injury. I spent several years in a wheelchair, but refused to stay in that chair. Working hard with my Poodle, physical and occupational therapists, and service dog trainers, Phoebe and I became a service dog team, a dream team, spending less time in my wheelchair and more time on my feet. In 2017, when Phoebe was ready to retire, I needed a new dog, but met countless roadblocks. So, in January of 2018, I founded Mobility Service Dog West Coast Project. MobilityDog.org, a nonprofit dedicated to raising mobility service dogs, raising awareness through educational workshops for equality and functional independence for disabled people, school children, and the community at large. Nearly 3 years later, with Beckett at my side, a spectacular board, passionate volunteers, and highly gifted service dog trainers, along with committed raisers and handlers, we have 18 plus dog teams working towards functional independence. And we always spell functional with a capital F, a capital U, and a capital N. Throughout the evening, you will be introduced to people who, with their service dogs at their side, can roll and walk out into the world, living a vibrant, full life. Through the brilliance of our virtual Poodle Palooza chair, Jessica Larson, and her incredible team, you will have the opportunities to meet our magical puppies while hearing the stories of their puppy raisers, disabled handlers, trainers, and board members. Our favorite soprano, Laura Pedersen, is our mistress of ceremonies, who will weave you through the entertainment and presentations while dining on the delicious meal you created with Bistro 45 chef James. Silent and live auction bidding is happening on your devices. Just click in the auction window below, which will allow you to open the bidding tabs and go click between the bidding and the Palooza without missing a beat of the positively delightful Poodle Palooza. Be sure to share photos and chats with us throughout the evening, creating an interactive stream. Our social media chair, Jennifer Chen, is standing by answering questions along the way. We wish you and yours a safe journey as you navigate this current pandemic. May you find kindness in your heart and gentle words on your lips as together, separately, we embrace each moment on this earth walk. May you be filled this evening with the joy and energy that is mobilitydog.org. We are deeply grateful you are here. Thank you. Poodle Palooza 2020, Empowering Functional Independence. How can we do that? With each one of you, every dollar counts. Every dollar adds up. When I first started Mobility Service Dog, a dear friend of mine said, "Janie, I would love to support you, but all I can do is $10 a month." Do you know that since January of 2018, she has been donating $10 a month? And here we are, 2 years and 10 months. It adds up, and we deeply appreciate it. Our dogs cost $23 $23,500 approximately to raise. That's with all the volunteer hours and all the time and energy that everybody gives. Without you, we cannot raise 2 more dogs. We need each one of you. So I want you to start getting that silent auction bid going, write the checks and send them in, and share it with your community. We have some amazing programs that we go out in the community, and with COVID, we're doing it all online. Everything's just a little different, but the energy, the passion, and the joy is still there. We go into schools, virtually now, and we teach about tolerance, compassion, empathy, integrity, equality. Beckett and I share stories, and the children learn at a very young age how important it is for us to all hold hands and to accept one another. People with disabilities are not somebody to fear. We have hearts and souls and the same dreams and passions that every one of you have. Having a service dog at their sides makes it so that they can embrace all of their life and live it and own each and every day. I thank you each for being here, and I appreciate all the donations and all the time you give. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the kitchen with Chef James. And we thank so many people, but at the top of my list right now is Bistro 45 and Robert and Deborah Simon for opening up their bistro kitchen to us and sharing Chef James. Don those aprons and off to the kitchen we go. Thank you. Hello, welcome everybody to the second annual Poodle Palooza 2020, Empowering Functional Independence. Today we find ourselves in the kitchen at Bistro 45, my favorite restaurant in Pasadena.
Thank you.
With Chef James.
Thank you.
Who is going to make dinner with us. So get out your pots and your pans and your recipes that you've got, all the food that you've purchased, and
sure.
James will lead us away.
All right, so today we're going to make 2 courses. We're going to start with an arugula salad with a white balsamic, and then we're going to garnish that with heirloom tomatoes, sliced radish, and some toasted pepitas, and a little whipped ricotta on the bottom. And then for an entree, we're going to have our summer risotto, which is with zucchini, yellow squash, and sweet peas. So we'll get started with the arugula salad first. We're going to start with the vinaigrette. So let's get our ingredients here. So we have all our ingredients here for the vinaigrette. If you have a blender, that'd be great. If not, we might have a little problems. So let's work with the blender. So your first ingredients are, we're going to throw in a shallot. Okay. 1 clove of garlic. Okay. We're going to put in your 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Now the Dijon is kind of the secret to keeping the vinaigrette together. It's an emulsifier, and it'll bring everything together so it doesn't separate. Okay. We're going to add the honey. Okay. And white, this is a white balsamic, or you can use a white wine vinegar, it's fine. Okay. And we're going to add a little salt, pinch of salt. I don't usually measure salt. I think it's just really by preference, but I believe you should salt and pepper every stage that you go through. So we have the little salt, a little pinch of pepper. Okay, we're going to put the lid on here, and it's going to get a little noisy. And then you just don't want to dump your oil in. You want to go very slowly. If you dump it too fast, it's going to separate, and you're not going to get the consistency that you want. Okay, so we're going to turn this on. Like I said, it's going to be a little loud. almost hear it kind of coming together now, slowing down. That's it. Look in there, so it got nice and thick. That's what we want.
So James,
Yes.
for anyone at home that does not have a Vitamixer or mixer,
You
can they chop the garlic and the scallion up really small?
Exactly. You
and
can
then use a whisk?
Exactly. So you can chop it or mince it very small with put all those same ingredients in at the same time, and then it'd probably be easier for two people to do that. Somebody to pour it and hold the bowl, and while you whisk it in really fast, and that will work as well.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're just going to transfer the dressing into this little cup just for convenience. We're going to taste it. Going to taste it as well. And this is probably enough for 4 salads, 4 to 6 salads, I'd say. With the ingredients that I'd given you. Okay. Side. And now we're going to prepare the greens. So I'm going to grab my lettuce. Where's my lettuce?
So can the salad dressing just stay out on the counter?
It can.
Need to do
It can.
anything
No,
with
no.
Okay.
We definitely refrigerate it afterwards, but you know, for now, yeah, it can sit out.
Okay.
It's all good. Okay, so we have our greens here. So, in addition to the greens, we're going to add slice up a radish, and then we're going to toast some pepitas, and we're going to go to the stove and do that in a minute. We also need to whip our ricotta cheese. So we're going to do all that now. So again, if you don't have a food processor at the house, you can do this with a wire whisk and like in a KitchenAid, or if you really want to get, you can get a hand whisk and just blend it really fast like that. But I feel like the best way to really do it is in the Roboku because it gets really nice and creamy. Okay, so just gonna put that in there. So it's just plain ricotta cheese. We're gonna put a little, what's my olive oil, sorry. Just gonna put a little bit of olive oil in there. Okay. Again, salt and pepper. Salt. A little pepper. I'm just gonna put the lid on. And we're just gonna let it whip. And this is basically just putting air in it, making it nice and fluffy and creamy. That's all we're really doing. Okay. See, now you can see that the consistency has definitely changed. You know, it's nice and creamy and velvety. Okay, so we're just going to save that for a next step. Throw that out. Excuse me. Always want to keep nice and clean. Okay, so now we're going to go over to the stove and we're going to toast up the pepitas. Okay.
Does everybody have their dressings, 2 dressings made?
I hope so.
And
if we're going too fast,
ready to catch up with us?
Yep. So let's go over to the stove. Get a little oil. Okay, now you want to heat your pan up to about medium heat. You don't want to throw in the pepitas and it sizzles right away. You want it to kind of get just a little bit of a sizzle. So this comes through experience. Like I said, you can kind of just give the pan a little touch if you want. Medium heat, excuse me 1 second. So we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan.
So for those at home who have electric,
Yes.
how will this look?
Well, now another trick to do is once you put the oil in the pan, you can put the oil in a cold pan. And then once you see the oil kind of being able to move around pretty freely, then it's hot enough. So we're probably right there. So we're going to put that in there, and then these are just going to go, I'm going to turn it up until I hear it sizzle a little bit, and then I'll turn it back down. And then these take probably 3 to 4 minutes. You kind of want to keep an eye on it. You definitely don't want to burn them. They'll get bitter. I'm starting to hear a little bit of a sizzle. I'm going to kind of let it go a little bit longer. If you can't flip a pan, just have some tongs or a spoon just to kind of stir it around. Once this gets warm, it'll be easier, a little bit easier to flip. Okay, so now I'm starting to hear a good little sizzle.
So we're using all of our senses here.
Yes.
Making this wonderful dinner tonight.
Okay. Again, on an electric stove, I'd probably go between low and medium. You're going to start hearing a crackle. They're already starting to turn color there. Okay, we want a nice light amber, golden brown. Okay, I'm going to turn this down just a drop. Okay, these actually went pretty quick. They normally take 3 to 4 minutes, but these guys are going pretty well. If they all don't get brown, sometimes some are going to turn quicker than others. So at that point, we're going to take it off. Okay, we're going to season these.
Okay.
Come around this way here.
Ooh, it smells wonderful here. I bet you your kitchens are smelling delicious.
Okay, so we're going to, again, I season everything. So we're going to season with a little salt, a little pepper. Okay, toss it, and then I put it on a towel just to drain the fat. All right, just want to get most of that grease off of there.
Don't nibble too many.
All right.
You want it for your salad.
So now what we're going to do is slice our radish nice and thin. If you have a little mandolin or like a little Japanese slicer, that would be great. If not, you know, just try to get it nice as thin as you can with a knife. This is Easter egg radish, it's called. They come in 3 to 4 different types of colors. Okay.
So, is there any reason why you chose this one?
I just like the color.
Okay.
It's pretty. Okay, so now we're going to grab a plate. Okay, I'm going to dust that off a little bit there. Okay. Now we're basically going to assemble the salad. So what we're going to do first is get the ricotta cheese that you had. Okay, actually, you know what we did not do is taste everything first. So we have a little spoon here. And we always want to taste. That's good. Actually, can use a little bit more salt. Okay. So always taste as you go. Okay, so we're going to put that at the bottom of the plate. Okay, we're going to spread that around. All right. And we're going to dress our salad. Again, we got to taste the dressing, so let me give that a quick taste. Always use in the kitchen. We always use a separate spoon every time we taste. Use it once, get rid of it. That's perfect. You got just the way I like a vinaigrette is just to get that acid where it kind of you just get like a little burn at the end on the back of your throat when you swallow it. Okay, you just want a little bit of that acid kind of burn. Okay, so again, we're going to add salt and pepper to the greens. Okay, and that is freshly ground pepper, by the way. We grind it fresh every day. And then for this amount, probably about a tablespoon. Okay, get my glove on.
Are you all ready to toss your salads?
Okay, so we're just gonna twirl it around here.
Just lightly dressed.
Lightly dressed. I mean, I like a lot of dressing, so. But in the restaurant, this is perfect. You know, you just want to lightly dress, and if somebody wants more, we give them a little bit more. But
so you can each do whatever you
whatever
want.
you want. It's
make
your
the perfect salad.
Exactly. It's your food. So this is just how we do it. Okay, get a nice little pile of arugula. And we get our arugula locally sourced from Scarborough Greens. Okay. Now we're going to cut. Again, we have heirloom tomatoes, again from Scarborough. He has
local produce. We're so lucky in Southern California.
Exactly. And this guy has really beautiful food here. So again, we're going to season everything again. So we're going to do 3 tomatoes on his salad.
Oh, okay.
Okay, salt.
So when you say season everything, you're literal.
Everything.
Every a tad of salt and a tad of
every
pepper.
stage, yeah, because if I didn't season those, it's going to miss. Salt really is what makes the flavors pop. If you don't put salt in there, you're not going to really get the full effect of the food. Okay, so we're going to put the tomatoes in there.
I've never thought of individually
You have
salting
to.
and peppering
Yep.
each little piece.
And then we add a little purple radish.
It's beautiful.
Okay. And then the toasted pepitas. So you get a little crunch, so we got all little textures going here. That's it, and here's your salad.
So remember, he said it was, James said it was enough to make 4 salads.
Yep.
So this is 1 serving.
Okay, so that's your salad. Do you want to take a bite?
Ooh, I would love to take a bite. I thought you'd
Get that
never
out of the
ask.
way. Let me get your fork.
Okay.
Excuse me 1 second.
It's beautiful.
There we are. That's you.
Thank you.
Of course. Let me know what you
Oh
think.
my goodness. In my favorite restaurant, in the kitchen with the chef, eating. That's pretty cool. Just saying. And each one of you get to be with your family or friends at home as you celebrate mobility service dogs. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, let's get that money rolling in, huh? It's a lot of people to help.
That's
What do you think?
really good.
Good? Good. Awesome.
Just delivered. Delicious. And it inspires me to want to go and bid on the silent auction.
Yes, of course. We need to bid. We
really good.
need to raise some money for this very important charity. Okay, so that's your first course, and then we're going to roll into the risotto. Hey, so we're going to roll with the risotto now. So with risotto, you always want to use arborio rice. It's a short grain rice, okay, from Italy. And the reason you want to use that is because it really develops the starches when you stir this rice. And it adds a certain amount of creaminess too. Something that you wouldn't get out of anything else but a short grain rice. Okay, so we're going to make our risotto with zucchini, yellow squash, and some sweet peas. Okay, so first what we're going to do is dice our zucchini.
So get your cutting boards out.
Yep,
Get
everybody
those
get
knives
your
and
cutting
start
boards, get your
cutting.
knives. Now I like to cut, you're going to have some seeds in the middle, so I like to cut around those seeds. So we're going to kind of just square it off here. And better off, okay. And then that middle part, unfortunately, we throw out or we'll recycle. We have compost that we put that in, so I save that. Okay. Now we want to get a nice dice.
So the seeds on a zucchini affect
Oh,
the flavor?
no, totally edible, but the texture is very mushy. You know,
Oh,
so
got
we
it.
want to keep it
Okay.
nice and like kind of have an al dente type of a vegetable in there. So, and for us at the restaurant, you know, it's just aesthetically pleasing as well. You know, people expect that a little bit more, so we get rid of the seeds there.
Okay.
Okay, so then we're going to do like a small dice, and all of you don't have to go as fast as I go. Okay, what I like to do is make all 1 cuts first, okay? And then things go faster when you do things all at the same time, instead of going from here and then cutting, going here and then cutting. So I'm going to do all my medium dice here for my medium strips here first. Okay, so now we got all that, and then this way I can cut it all at once. It goes a lot faster. Okay, and again, we want like a nice medium type of a dice. All right, something like that. We're going to scoop that
And
into
we'll
the bowl.
pause for a moment while you all catch up.
Yes. Sorry if I'm going a little fast there, guys. Okay. And then same thing with the yellow squash. Okay, and then with the yellow squash, you're going to find that right where it starts to kind of bulb out, right here is where you usually get like a solid piece of squash. So I like to, especially for my risotto, I like to use that piece. This way I can get a little bit more yield out of it. So we're going to do 3 pieces here. Okay, going to kind of square this off a little bit over here. Okay, again, sorry if I'm going too fast. Maybe I'll just go slow on this one. How's that? And I like to square things. I like to square things off so they have a nice little dice. So that's why you see me kind of just getting rid of that. But at the house, if you're not really too concerned about that, not a big deal. Okay. So again, this is the way I do that. So we have nice even pieces here, and then what you want to do is do the same. The width you want to do the same, basically the same size there. So everything is uniform and looks nice. Okay. So again. Cut that little piece off, that to the side, again. Okay, all nice and uniform. If you don't have those skills, not a problem. It's all going to taste good in the end, okay? So again, we're going to dice it up. So you got a nice uniform dice. And the other reason you really want uniform dicing, or any uniform cut for that matter, is because everything's going to cook evenly. If I have big chunks of things and little chunks of things, they're not going to cook the same. So you're going to have something raw and something overcooked in your risotto. Okay, so that's probably about enough right there. We have our peas. Okay, so now we have our dice. So now we're going to start cooking.
So we head over to the...
Yep, I'm going to head over to the stove. Okay, now what you also want to do is make sure that you have you can use either chicken stock or water. At the restaurant we use water in case people want, it gives us a vegan, vegetarian type of option. So if we cooked it with chicken stock, traditionally it's cooked with chicken stock. So if you want to cook it all the way through with chicken stock, you can. During service here is what we do is we cook it 2/3 of the way through. And then on pickup, when somebody's ordering it, we finished it with hot stock, or actually we use hot stock at the restaurant unless somebody wants it otherwise. So that's totally your option. I put either way, either chicken stock or water on the on your recipe cards. So whatever works for you is fine. But we're going to get this water nice and hot, okay? And then once it comes to a boil, we'll leave it at a simmer, and then we'll see what we're going to do from there. Okay, so to this we're going to add probably about a tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to add probably about a tablespoon or so of butter. Okay, we're going to stir that around. While that's kind of melting, I guess we probably should have done that first. Let's get our shallot, and I'm going to let this melt, and we're going to go over and dice our shallot. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. You can just picture right here, and then I'm going to grab my shallot real fast.
So you see you've got the water boiling, and the butter's melting slowly.
Yeah, you don't want to go too fast, and you definitely do not want to brown that. You don't want to brown that butter. Okay, so again, we're going to do a nice little dice here of, sorry, Jill, shallot. As tiny as you can get it would be great. So you really want like a nice mince here. If you don't have shallots, you can use an onion. A sweet onion might be a little bit better, but shallot's definitely the best way to go, because shallots are a little bit sweeter than an onion.
So that's what the difference of a shallot is?
Yeah.
Change, they're sweeter?
Mm-hmm, a little bit sweeter. A lot more delicate of a flavor, Now with the garlic, I don't chop the garlic. All I do with the garlic is kind of crush it, okay? And that's going to release all the oil in there. Okay, so I use like a bigger one and then maybe a little bit of a smaller one. If that doesn't squish, you can use your knife. Just kind of smash it like that, okay? So from there, we're going to put these ingredients into the butter and oil mixture.
Is everybody catching up with us?
Okay, we good?
You ready?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Okay, and then again, we're gonna season this again. I don't put pepper at this stage, I just put some salt. What the salt does is releases the moisture from the shallots, and that kind of helps it sweat out a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of salt in there.
I grew up in a candy business, and salt was always at certain boiling points with the candy. Salt was
Yep,
the magic ingredient.
exactly. You need salt in everything.
Yeah.
Candy, bake. A lot of people don't even realize that if they don't put salt in a cake or brownies or any type of dessert, you're really failing yourself. You really need to add that little pinch of salt. It really makes a difference. And you're going to see again. I'm going to season every stage here. So we're going to let that go for a minute.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Yeah, you already get those smells coming. Again, you don't want anything to brown. You just kind of want to get it translucent. We're going to pick the whole garlic out later once we cool it off. Again, you always want to keep moving it around. Okay?
So are you noticing that James isn't turning up the fire?
No.
He's being patient.
Yes, nice and low.
And letting it just
Exactly.
go very slowly
Yeah.
and sizzle.
It takes patience. This is, and this is something you can make in advance if you like to, like we do at the restaurant. Like I said, we only cook it about 2/3 of the way, and then the last third we cook, when somebody orders. Otherwise, realistically, for us to make a risotto fresh, it'd be impossible to,
Right.
spend 30 minutes on a risotto. Get some mad customers out there. Okay, so we're going to put our arborio rice, which is I think about 1.5 cups in there. Okay, now what you want to do is really kind of coat it in the butter and the oil. Okay, and again, do not want to brown this. Okay, everything's getting nicely coated. We're going to put it back on the fire. Maybe touch it up a bit here because that temperature went down in the pan. Now we're going to just kind of let that go for about a minute or two, stirring.
So you're trying to keep the pan at the same temperature the whole time?
Exactly, yeah.
For even cooking?
Yeah. Okay, so our water is boiling here. I'm going to turn that down to a slow simmer. That's pretty much all we need. Okay, you've seen a little sizzles going on there. That's good. You don't want it bubbling so hot where you're going to burn it. Okay, we're going to let that go for another minute. I'm going to turn it up just a drop, speed it along. As long as you're stirring, you can kind of turn that heat up a little bit. Okay? But if you're going to leave it there, it's going to burn. It's going to get bitter. It's not going to be fun. Some unhappy family members here. Okay. Okay, so that's good. So now what we're going to do is add our white wine, dry white wine. Some people add vermouth. We like white wine here. Okay, I'm going to turn up that flame. Now what we're going to do with the risotto is whenever you add a liquid, you want to reduce it down till there's almost no liquid left. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with this risotto here. And you want to keep stirring. Okay, this process, like I said, is going to take 20 to 30 minutes by the time you're done. So maybe we can talk a little bit about the charity, huh?
I would
and
love
what's going
to.
on and what we're all about.
So, yes. So thank you so much for donating your time and
Of course.
supporting us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and
Robert and his wife own Bistros, and the chef James was more than happy to participate. So we just really appreciate it.
I just think it's a really amazing charity, and it's a great cause. And I didn't really realize how many people are disabled and how many people actually could use service dogs.
Yes.
And how hard it is, the process to get a service dog.
The process to get a service dog is very challenging.
Yep.
A lot of people try to buy a service dog, and to buy a service dog can cost between $30,000 and $50,000.
Wow.
And when you're disabled, for the most part, your money is all going towards medical treatments. So that makes it challenging. And when you get a service dog by yourself, you don't have the support team. So what we did was, it was
Excuse me
mobility-
1 second, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just wanted to
Yes.
add. So now what you're going to do is add water slowly, probably about maybe 4 ounces at a time. I do it just till it reaches the top of the risotto. And at this point, I'm going to just add a little pinch of salt. Okay, we're going to season it again at the end. But again, you know how
And
I like
still
to.
no pepper.
No pepper. I
Only
don't
salt.
pepper till the end. I don't
Okay.
know. Some people do it a little earlier. I don't know. For me, it's just my thing. So we're going to bring this up to a boil again.
And it's just light, kind of like a swamp.
Yep.
Just,
Yep, just enough to kind of cover the top. That's how I do
okay.
it. Okay, and then we're gonna keep stirring. So we can. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh,
I just
no,
wanted
no.
that was a critical point.
This is all
there.
good. No, that's important.
Very
We
important.
want everybody to have wonderful dinners tonight.
So again, we're gonna let this reduce all the way down, and then we're gonna add another. We're just gonna keep adding ladles of water until we get to the consistency that we want. Okay, so I'm sorry. You were saying.
Yeah, so I was told that I was too old to get a service dog. They aged me out, gave me an expiration date. And so after talking to more people, we discovered that there were so many people whose life would be so much fuller and more vibrant to be able to have functional independence with a dog, with a service dog. So we started Mobility Service Dogs, West Coast Project, in January of 2018.
Relatively new there, huh?
We're,
Wow.
Yeah, we're very young. And we jumped through the window and we just flapped really hard. And I knew enough to get us in trouble, but I also knew enough to ask for help and to get, when I didn't know something, somebody could help us. So we were able to bring on 3 amazing service dog trainers. And between the 3 of them, they have over 70 years of experience.
Wow.
We have a spectacular board that is very hands-on, and we're very fortunate to have them and very involved.
Okay, sorry,
And-
one more time. So
Yes.
see how all the liquid is pretty much gone, the rice has absorbed it. So again, we're gonna add another ladle or so, just enough to kind of where it gets to the top of the rice. I'm sorry. Okay, and then we're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna add any more salt. I've added the salt that I wanted.
Okay.
And again, we could always add more. It's hard to take it away. So
Okay.
we're not gonna put too much salt in there. Okay, and again, we're just gonna keep going till it all evaporates.
Because remember, once you put it in, you can't take it out.
Yeah, exactly.
So we offer puppy meetups every week, and you'll get to see an example of a puppy meetup later on when you meet all of our dogs. And at the puppy meetups, we talk about ADA law, what it means to be handicapped, how to live with your handicaps, and how to be functioning. It is our life, and sometimes it's challenging, but it's still our life, and we need to own it and live it full. And so that's what we do at Mobility Service Dogs. We have tools of service dogs, and we also, some people can't handle a service dog because it's just too much. So we give them other tools to work with.
Do you do visits with people where, if let's say they can't handle a dog all by themselves, do you have maybe time where people are able to kind of just make them happy? It just seems like service dogs just bring
Yeah.
a smile to people's faces no
They
matter
do.
what, right?
They do. Back at my service dog, and I used to go to nursing homes and retirement homes and to many schools and read stories and sit on the floor, and they would pet and love Beckett up.
I bet.
Because dogs give us such joy and such comfort. And to have one at my side, when I walk out that door, I had a spinal cord injury and was told I'd never walk again. And when I walk out that door with Beckett at my side, there is nothing I can't do.
I bet.
I can do anything.
I bet.
And it's so exciting to see people embracing all of their life and not feeling trapped or stuck because of an injury or an illness or a disease that they might have. So we have an educational program called Paws That Empower, and right now it's gone online, and it's in the different school districts, and it teaches about to you.
Another couple ladles here. And we're gonna, at this point, I'm gonna add some fresh thyme. I just tie it up in the little butcher's twine, just so it doesn't make a big old mess in the risotto. And this we're gonna pick out later. That's just one of my things that I like to put in there is a little fresh thyme.
Very nice.
Okay.
So yeah, so we teach about tolerance and equality, compassion, integrity, and we do it with Beckett, with my service dog. Beckett and I do it, and we're getting other teams on board. But right now with COVID, like I said, it's all gone online. That a service dog can teach so many things. So we're really utilizing that.
And then how long generally do people have the service dog for? Like, how long does a service dog operate? Do they have a lifespan?
They do. So we work with poodles because poodles are hyperallergenic and they're brilliant.
Oh, wow.
And you don't have to worry about taking the fur off of you or anything.
I didn't know
And you
poodles
don't
were
need to worry
hyperallergenic. Oh, that's
when you go into a restaurant that you're disturbing somebody else because they're allergic to a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, that works really well.
Yep.
A poodle, generally, they're donated to us or are supplied by rescues. And they come to us at about 8 weeks. And the ones that come from breeders have what's called puppy muffet. And so when they're 2 days old and they're playing with all their buddies, they have tile and fans and rugs and grates and all these things that they're playing on. And that's all they know. So when they go out in the world, they have truck horns and squeakers and
it's not a shock to them,
and
yeah.
So all these things, and here they are with their bosom buddy litter mates playing. So when they get out in the world, it's like they're just like
It's just normal, yeah.
No biggie.
What's that big semi coming up here with the horn blowing? That doesn't bother me.
So they begin their life very young, ready to step out. And then we have puppy raisers who are these amazing human beings who take the puppy on and raise it as if it's their own. Just love it and socialize it, teach it etiquette, do all the basic training. And then they also...
How long does it take to train a dog like that?
They get them at 8 weeks, and we take them from the puppy raisers to the handlers at 15 months. And the 15th, 16th, and 17th month, they are transitioned.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, they're ready to take, when they leave the puppy raiser, they're ready to take their canine good citizenship, urban, and their public access test. But they do that with their handler. So they go to the service dog trainer for anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, depending on the dog. And then the handler, who is a disabled person that will be there forever, handler, comes and learns how to work with the dog, and then takes them home, and they get all those tests done within 3 months of having the dog. And once you have the public access test, then you're able to, you're recognized by our organization as a working service dog.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And you continue training always.
So even the owner is still training.
So even though Beckett is 2.5, well, he'll be 3 in October, so almost 3. Every day we still do breakout sessions. I mean, it's something that you always do. Mm-hmm. And they're such amazing creatures. And they give, people don't understand, like when I'm walking, I'll be walking along and I don't even know I'm going to fall. And all of a sudden, Beckett goes in front of me and stops.
He knows, huh? Wow.
And he catches me. I mean, they just know
That's
us.
amazing.
We
Really
can be
is.
at the house and he'll be off of his jacket, and I'll start to trip and he's underneath me before I even know it.
Wow.
So
the dog's literally by your side, like 24/7, sleeps next to you, or sleeps in the bed?
Because at night when I get up, guide dogs generally sleep. Guide dogs lead.
Mm-hmm.
Service dogs are at the side.
Okay.
So a guide dog generally sleeps in a crate at night,
Mm-hmm.
because a blind person can have their ground and they count their steps.
Yep.
Whereas if you have mobility issues, you need that dog by your side
Yep.
to walk with you. So they generally either sleep on the bed or right next to you. And when I move at night, Beckett is right there,
Wow.
ready for the next action.
So he doesn't sleep and oversleep or anything, I guess. Huh?
No.
He's not allowed. Eh?
But I think, a happy dog make the best service dogs.
Yep.
And they're not robots. When we go home, I remember when I was asked once, well, what do I do when we go home? And I said, what do you mean? They said, well, do they just sit there and wait? I said, oh, no. They love to play.
Uh-huh.
They need to play, and they need to run. I know for Beckett, my husband,
Lost that.
Bob, takes Beckett out in the morning for a nice walk, and then comes back and we go for our walk, and then a nice walk in the evening. But they need
Yeah.
to run and
Oh,
play.
for sure. And then can you have another dog with the service dog, or is that not recommended?
Yes, you can. And it's good because they need to be able to get along with all dogs.
Mm-hmm.
In any situation that we might find
Excuse
ourselves.
me, I'm going to grab a tasting spoon.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Any situation we find ourselves in, they have to be able to
Sorry.
cope with it.
So I'm going to see where we are right now as far as texture goes, not so much flavor. What we're looking for is al dente, just a small little bite back. It's still kind of on the hard side. I'm going to go a little bit more. I think we do have almost enough salt in there. We'll probably have to season a little bit more later. Okay, so
what did your taste bring? Is yours still really hard, or is it getting softer?
right now mine is kind of, I'd say 75% cooked, I'd say. So that's where you guys should be as well. Again, you want like just a little bite, but you don't want that raw, you don't want that raw taste going in your mouth. So we're almost there. So at this point, what I'm going to do is kind of just let this hang out. Okay, we have our water over here. I'm going to grab another saute pan, and what we're going to do is saute the zucchini and yellow squash. Now, if you're doing like let's say a mushroom risotto, mushrooms you can cook the heck out of mushrooms, they're not going to break down. But something like this, if I were to put this in the pan and start the risotto and cook it, these would be mush. So what we're going to do is just have a separate pan, just a little bit of oil.
So how many saute pans do you all have?
Oh, too many. Well, actually, not enough. Sometimes it's not enough. Okay, at this point, I'm going to take out the thyme. Okay.
So before you take out the thyme, is there a flavor you're looking for, or is it more of a thyme?
Yeah, just you'll get that little. Yeah, you'll get a light, aroma of the thyme. I'm going to search for that garlic. Some people like to bite into the garlic, but some people don't. So we're going to get rid of those 2 cloves of garlic.
I'd be the garlic biter.
I like garlic too. Maybe not that big of a piece, but if we don't find it, we don't find it. Okay, so now we're going to throw in zucchini yellow squash. Again, medium hot pan. Okay, just so you get a little bit of a sizzle. Okay. And of course, we're going to season, salt, pepper. Okay. I just put enough salt. If anybody's wants to know how to season, I put enough salt just to, like where you envision just a little bit of salt going over each piece of, zucchini or whatever you're seasoning. That's just kind of how I do it. And pepper is usually, for me, I use salt 2 to 1 on pepper. Okay, so again, we don't want to go too much because we're going to keep cooking this with the risotto. So what we're going to do now is add some of this stock to the pan. Okay. We're going to add the risotto to this pan, just enough of this serving here. If you can't do that, don't worry, you just can stir it, okay? And again, we're going to keep stirring. You saw how you guys just kept stirring this whole time. It's going to get super creamy. And what's going to add to the creaminess is adding Parmesan cheese, and a little butter will smooth it out. I add a lot of Parmesan cheese. I think I put a quarter cup to 1 cup on your recipe. I like a lot of cheese, so.
So you've just taken out part of it,
Yep.
and this will be one serving.
So this is, yeah, you could probably get 2 servings out of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember, whatever you're putting into this other saute is what they're going to be eating, right?
Yep. So this is a good, I'd say, risotto's pretty filling, but I'd say 3 to 4 servings out of this batch here.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to taste again.
Okay.
Oh, where'd my tasting spoons go? Right here. Now I'm tasting for flavor and texture, okay? And then we're gonna add some cheese to the end. The cheese has a little bit of saltiness to it, so we don't wanna really season all that much before we add the cheese. So I'm gonna use the back of the spoon because I didn't get like a really good gathering of that. We're just about there.
Cool.
So we're gonna add the pepper now. Probably a good little pinch of pepper. It does need salt. I know it's gonna need a little bit more salt here. At this point, we're gonna add some butter. Normally I would add probably double that because I just love butter. So we'll just do 1.5, okay? Whatever, if you guys are on a diet, you don't have to add any butter. But it definitely, fat is what adds flavor, okay? So if you want it to taste good, you need to add that fat. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of keep stirring it. You see how it's getting super creamy?
Yes.
Okay, so now with the risotto, you want it, when it hits the plate, you don't want it to be runny and you don't want it to be a thick ball. Right here is just about perfect.
You all see
okay?
that?
So it's nice and creamy, kind of just holds itself in the pan. That's where you want it. Okay, so I'm gonna taste it again before. I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese first. We're gonna add the peas at the end just because we don't want them to overcook. Okay.
Now your peas are always perfect in this dish.
Oh, thank you. And then that's probably, I don't know, half a cup. So that's what I put in there. Okay. And this is also going to thicken up your sauce here, your risotto. So you're going to have to add a little bit more water. You see how it's like now it's kind of stiff, right?
Oh, right.
Right, it's all kind of stiff. So we're going to add a little bit more water.
So adding water all along is no big deal.
No. So that's what we want to do, just a little bit, and that'll loosen it up a little bit. We just really want it to go on the plate really nice and pretty. Now we made just, simple risotto here, but to this you could add any type of protein. If you wanted to add shrimp, you wanted to add chicken, we do like a braised short rib on top of that. It's really nice. It's just all those juices just get soaked into the rice. Super yummy. So now you see how it's kind of a little creamier.
Yeah.
Before it was a little thick.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna give this.
So some of you on your recipe cards, if you got some meat protein you wanted to put on, now would be a good time to get that prepared.
Do you want to try that? See what you think?
Yeah.
So you got that nice little stringiness of cheese going there. Just blow on. It might be a little warm. What do you think? Good? Now what you could also do, which is what my boss loves, is just a little squeeze of lemon in there, okay? That just adds a little bit of acidity. I'm just putting my hand here so I don't get any pits in there. Okay, so we're pretty much right there.
Wow. Did you all taste yours?
Hopefully it tastes yummy. Now if you think it's tasting a little bit flat, you just need to add a little bit of salt. Okay, the salt is what's going to bring that flavor up. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab a bowl here. Excuse me. Okay, it's our pasta bowl. Okay, we're just gonna pour that right into there. Beautiful color. That is perfect texture right there.
That's beautiful.
Okay, just see how it just kind of falls into the plate. There you go.
Beautiful.
There's your risotto. And again, if you, like I said, if you wanted to make it a little bit heartier, you put that chicken breast, you can put a steak on there, anything you like.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course. All right, I hope everybody's risotto came out just as good as mine.
I'm sure it did with your wonderful direction.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
And remember that the silent auction is going on, so make sure you check it out. Everything we do is done through your donation, your generous donations and sponsors. So we're extremely grateful to have you all here today. And bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Thank you for having me.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Enjoy
What a
it.
treat.
Thank you. Enjoy, everybody.
Bring the salad over to me.
Welcome to Poodle Palooza. Delighted to have you here. My name is Laura. I will be guiding you off and on through the evening. I'm wearing sparkles tonight because that is my superpower, and I am happy as can be to be at a virtual party because I have not really been out of sweatpants for months. Don't judge. Anyway, I hope that you had a great time cooking with Chef James, and that everything, that your salad's delicious and that your risotto is perfectly al dente, and enjoy your dining experience. Don't forget the silent auction, but dine first and then, have a little wine. That always helps on the bidding, and that's where we're going. Raising money and making everybody's life a little better. Thanks for being a part of this. And next up is the Lowrider Band, formerly known as War. Check it out.
This set is dedicated to the work that Mobility Service Dog West Coast Project does, creating community functional independence and equality for the mobility disabled community. Thank you for your appreciation.
great was that, right? Impressive. Hi, so welcome back. This is Peanut, the peanuttiest, who just wants to rest for a second, and this is Radish, and they're wearing their ties because, well, they support this organization fully, and they wanted to get a little dressed up, and I'm not gonna lie, they're resting because they're a little full from their risotto. It was al dente, it was fantastic, and they're clearly full and very happy. Thank you, Chef James. Excellent recipe. Okay, so what's up next, you might be saying? Well, get your glass of wine and I'll tell you. Or whatever you're having, juice, sparkling water, cocktail. Okay, so don't forget the silent auction, but the next item is gonna be a live auction item, and it's called Maya Discovers Snails. And it's a fabric painted quilt. How cool is that? I did peek on it earlier and it's gorgeous. Now I will also tell you that Radish has his eye on it. As you can see, what would make his life even better? It's a little quilt right here and a painted one with Maya Discovering Snails. So he might give you a little run for your money. So grab your phones and let's start bidding, shall we?
Hello, welcome to Mobility Service Dog West Coast Project's Puppy Meetup. We meet every Tuesday to talk about service dog training, ADA laws, and living with disabilities, providing tools and support for one another in our community. I would like you to meet all of our puppies today, and we're going to begin with Berta.
Oh, hi. I'm not a puppy, but I am a puppy raiser. And this is Monty. And I've been working with Monty for about 9 or 10 months now. And he's very eager to please. He's very sharp. And he is going to make someone an excellent helper. Right now, he's working on closing cabinet doors, opening cabinet doors, and learning how to be a really good assistant. Of course, with the virus, his abilities to go shopping, which he was doing perfectly before the virus, have been curtailed somewhat. But I'm sure he'll work out fine once we all get cleared to move right along to our old lives.
Thank you, Berta.
I'm Pam Allen. I'm a board member, and I was also a puppy raiser for Poppy, whom you're going to meet in just a minute. I flew to Sacramento to pick her up, and a year ago, this August, she was 8 weeks old, and I worked with her until late April. I did all the basic obedience for her, and raised her as a puppy. It was a lot of work. I had no idea what I was doing, but with the help of Mobility Service Dogs, West Coast Projects, trainers, and a local trainer, I live in Boulder, Colorado, I was able to get her to the point where she was ready to move to her handler. And you can hear now how she's doing with that.
Hi, I'm Abby. This is Poppy, who Pam, can you show them how cute you are? Oh, there, okay. My mom and I drove from Minnesota to California. It was about 30 hours each way to go pick her up and train with one of the amazing trainers in the organization, Anna. And we worked on a lot of different things, mobility support, walking support. But I remember when Janie and I were first talking and she asked for a task list, what tasks I thought she would provide, but I had no idea about all the ones that aren't as easily written on paper. Companionship, love, confidence, trust, security that you feel. It's a truly unbelievable, incredible thing that we couldn't do without Mobility Service Dogs. So we're so grateful. Can you say hi? Oh yeah, you say hi. So yeah, that's us. You say hi, Poppy? Okay. That's all.
Thank you, Abby.
Hi, my
Alicia?
name is Alicia, and I'm currently puppy raising for Layla. Right here. She has been such a fun joy to have in the house during all this craziness. She's given me the opportunity to be involved with this awesome organization as a puppy raiser. We get to meet up every week, and it's nice to see the same faces and get my questions answered. And it's really just so that she can help someone and provide some independence.
Elisa is raising Layla for Nicole. Nicole, would you like to say hello?
Hi, my name is Nicole, and I'm a future handler for Layla. I'm excited to have Layla in my life because she would help me do daily tasks such as laundry. Layla is learning lots right now to be ready for me. Thank you, Alicia. I like the Tuesday puppy meetups because I can relate to everyone, and the puppies make me laugh. Thank you, mobility service dogs.
It's very exciting as you're waiting patiently. She joins us every week and gets to watch Layla and learn about what it means to have a service dog and prepare.
I'm Tabitha, and this is Edison. And Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project brought Edison to me when he was 3 months old. And since then, we've been doing training for him to medically alert me and assist me with mobility issues. And in the 2 years we've been doing that training, Edison has brought me the independence and the confidence in being safe to go to college and live on my own, apart from my parents. Edison means so much to me, and we have a really close bond, and the safety that he brings me and the independence that he's given me means so much to me. So thank you.
Thank you, Tabitha. Rebecca?
This is Kevin, and I'm Rebecca. I've had Kevin for a year now, and he has brought me out into a community again with people, and I no longer fear falling anymore. And he's just a joy to have, as well as his goofy nature that just keeps you laughing every day. So thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Madeline?
Hi, my name is Madeline, and this is my dog, Misty. I'm just very thankful for Mobility Service Dog West Coast Project just because of the community and the support. It's pretty obvious that Misty is not a poodle, but yet this community has just welcomed me with open arms and allowed me to become more confident and independent. I definitely have a lot of walking problems, but having the support of everyone and the trainers to help me just get the confidence of going downstairs without fearing of falling or going on a walk again by myself. I know I'm not by myself. I have Misty, and she's being trained to support me with whatever I need, and that has just helped me get the confidence that I need. And also with the community, with the puppy meetups, just having that support network has really improved my quality of life, because it's the same people with the same support. Even when we're having bad days, it's just an amazing group to be a part of, and I'm very thankful that they're here and they exist and that they've welcomed me so much. So thank you.
Thank you, Madeline. Heather?
Hi, my name is Heather, and this is my dog Carmen. I'm an Army veteran, and I became disabled after I got out of the military. And she's helped me so much. When I got out of the military, I was not able to hold a job, get out of the house by myself, and now I'm able to do all of those things because of Carmen.
Hi, this is Ziggy. Yeah. He came to me when he was 5 months old, and that was December. And at that point in time, I was very much housebound. I couldn't walk even to the mailbox and back safely. Today, just as an example, we take a 2.5 mile walk every morning. And that was one of the first things that he had helped me with, is to remind my body that it's healthier when it's moving. And so I've learned through the dog and through mobility service in our community that actually movement is medicine, and for the mind, the body, and the soul. And as I really do believe that if it weren't for my connection with Ziggy and mobility service dogs, that I would not be who you see today in front of you. I would be a very disabled, not functional person, and very, very depressed. And I owe so much to this organization and the group that you have seen before you today, because we're a community that supports each other when we're having difficulty and celebrates each other when we have successes. And we're a family, and it's a blessing to be part of it. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Raina, and I am puppy raising a service dog. His name is Yogi. I've had Yogi for approximately 7 months now, I believe. And this journey has just opened up. It has given me a lot of insight on what really goes on in the disabled community, and it has also helped me know what it takes to raise a service dog, and the commitment that one must have to puppy raise and educate the pup so that he can become a good service dog. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, I haven't been able to take Yogi out as much, but in the few instances that we have gone out, he has shown tremendous stride, tremendous skill. His demeanor is amazing, and every time that we go out, he surprises me each and every time. And I think with the work that we have left, and I hope that he gets a handler that will definitely be the perfect match for him.
My name is Andre Thomas, and I'm a service dog in training with Rasta, whom will be servicing myself for mobility, anxiety, and PTSD. And since she's come along, I've had her this month to be a year. And there's been noticeable changes in my attitude, just overall everything. Just able to get out more, and getting out to her, to training with her, it gets us, just keeps us moving around, and we're still getting used to, but just hanging out everywhere I go now. She's with me on gigs when I'm mixing sound for bands or church. So she's just become a music lover, and she just hears music and goes to sleep now when she's at the shows. And she's a head turner everywhere we go. So I'm always having to tell people, no, you can't pet her or anything. But she's made a huge difference, and I'm very appreciative for her. Here's Rasta. Let's see. right, girl.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your beautiful stories and your life with us. We really do have an incredible community, and we are all so grateful for all that you give so that our community can keep moving forward. Thank you.
What's
I
so
did a
good
great job.
to hear everybody, for me right now to hear everybody is, I'm sure Raina feels the same as and everyone else who's raising pups, is really what makes all this worth the effort, worth the angst. And it's just wonderful to hear you guys. And it gives me great pleasure in what I'm doing that you guys are enjoying this so much, and it's so beneficial. It's great to hear you.
You're amazing.
Nice,
Britta. Amazing. Rain is amazing. It's just really amazing to see that you're still eager to partake in this,
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because people, when you're just puppy raising, people ask, how are you going to be okay with giving this dog up after
Right. That's
bonding
always my
stuff?
question.
Yeah, but for us, it's knowing that we get to pass the dog on to you. I mean, that's the wonderful thing. We know that, I mean, a dog for us is it's a challenge. For you guys, it's a life-changing. So
for me, I find it hard because I can't see how you guys don't get attached to them like we do.
well,
it's so easy too.
Yeah. We start out knowing that they're going to go to someone else, right? And so that makes us accountable and responsible for doing a good job with you guys, and insisting on that the dog do what it needs to do and figuring out how to make that happen.
Right.
No, that's the workout, right?
Still got to be hard not getting attached though.
Yeah. Well, I'm fortunate because Poppy got super attached to Abby right away, which was
that helps.
Yeah, I don't think she really attached to me, maybe because I was working her so hard, but she just went right to Abby and fell in love with her right away, that's the good thing, right? That's
right.
Well, and she remembers you too when she hears your voice. It's not like, it's just different. I cuddle and I'm really loving, but she knows who you are. She knows who Janie is when Janie came with Anna.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Great. Oh, that's cool. She's so smart. They all are.
Yeah, it scares me sometimes. I'm like, whoa.
Right. I've had those moments.
Good job, everybody.
How great are those stories and how great are those puppies? So that's the reason we're here, and bravo to everybody who gives their time and talents, and to you for being a part of this and for supporting this and for generously giving of your time to spend the evening with us, and also giving of your hard-earned cash. It means a lot, and it's going to really make a big difference and a big impact. So thank you very much. And the next thing is, don't forget the silent auction. And you're saying to me, how could we, Laura? How could we? And I'd say, I know, right? But the next live auction item, get ready, get your bathing suit. Well, you're in California, so you've already got yours. So put that in your bag, because this next live auction item is 1 week in Maui. What? I know, 1 week in Maui. Sleeps 4, spectacular ocean views. So I don't know if puppies are welcome. Look, they're thrilled. Are you kidding me? Peanut does love the beach, not gonna lie. Radish, she's a swimmer. She just likes to bite at the waves because they're not trained as awesome as the poodles are, who are kicking it and making a difference. So please get ready. I don't know if Radish got you for the quilt, but rock on. So get ready to bid for Maui, because it's time to do a little luau.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Larson. I'm this year 2020's Poodle Palooza event chair. I was introduced to mobility service dogs through my oldest sister, Nicole Larson, and she'll be receiving her adorable service dog, Layla, in this upcoming year. And I have learned so much from working and being a part of the community here at Mobility Service Dogs, not just as a family, as we've been welcomed with open arms to this such an amazing, loving and supporting community, but also working alongside such incredible role models and individuals. I am so happy to be here tonight to celebrate this amazing organization with you and every single person and individual who has been touched by mobility service dogs.
I know, we're also very, very excited. Everyone's excited, I know. The puppies want us to bid more, right? Oh yeah, good puppies, good puppies. We want to bid more, and we're very, very excited about the next thing you're gonna see. Please enjoy and, wait, what else? Oh right, bid more and donate. Do it, it'll be fun. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joel from Rubaiyat. I'm excited to be here today in support of Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project. It's a great little nonprofit, and if you're here, you probably already know a lot of the wonderful things they do. So let's keep them donations rolling on through my set. Again, very excited to be here. Just gonna play a few songs for you. Bring home a bottle of wine. I think I'll need it tonight. I just want to drink until I can't see the light. All confused and jerked around, but it's alright. 'Cause I just really wanna fall in love. Took a lock of hair you cut for me, made your way into my stupid heart. Now I fear it all will fall apart. Oh, well, okay. 'Cause every pretty star in the sky is already dead. Like some messed up Cinderella song stuck in my head. I don't wanna lose that silver lining I got, thinking I'm something I'm not. Won't you forgive me? 'Cause I just really wanna fall in love. Took a lock of hair you cut for me, made your way into my stupid heart. Now I fear it all will fall apart. Oh, well, okay. I don't think I'm ever gonna figure it out. I don't think I'm ever gonna figure it out. I don't think I'm ever gonna figure it out. Oh. That's a newer song, so I'm excited to play it for probably the first time in front of anyone. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep rolling here, and y'all just keep on rolling them donations in. See, I'm gonna roll, you're gonna roll. You are my friend. hope those donations have gotten higher in the last few minutes as I sang you that little lullaby. Gotta put a cable for the next one. Just bear with me for a sec. I hope y'all are enjoying your dinner that y'all made earlier tonight. Looked pretty good. I got a little sneak peek, and I think y'all were in for a treat. If you haven't finished already. Alright. This next song's called Nimbus. One before that was called Your Chur, and the first one was called Natalie. This is an oldish song, so sing along if you know it. Everything is wet, shiny and wet. After a hard rain is falling on, drifts out, thousands of raindrops exploding on you. In a rush of blood, from my heart to my head. Me to remember, what could I forget? My heart keeps me awake. I'm 1 hour behind. You're ready at work. I cannot call. I grind my teeth at the measuring clouds pass on a slow funeral march to peace. To but I already miss you and the warmth in your eyes. And I wish I could kiss you. Just glad to have been able to be here in support of Mobility Service Dogs. Again, really great organization. They make life a lot easier and more approachable for a lot of people. And I think anyone who does that is pretty golden in my book. Again, I'm Joel from Rubaiyat, and I appreciate you listening. I appreciate the donations. Let's keep them coming. Keep them donations coming. Let's get Mobility Service Dogs funded for the next year. Thank you again. Have a good night.
Hope your evening is going spectacularly well. Welcome back. Well, to my part at least. Hi. I wanted to share with you, I had a chance to speak with Janie a lot and read up on mobilitydog.org. And I'm really taken by what they're doing, and I'm delighted to be a part of this, as I know you are. So please don't forget to bid, and if you don't want to bid, you could just donate. It's a win-win, ladies and gentlemen, for all the people in need and all the puppies who just are living to do a job that they were born to do. When I was speaking with Janie, one thing that struck me was the need, the big gap where this need for mobility dogs to help everybody and to be trained, and of course, it's impressive all the things that they can do and how it's very, very individualized for each person for whatever they personally need to get through the day and be strong and powerful. Oh, that makes me a little misty, sorry. But what really knocked me out was that not only was the need being filled, and Janie saw it and just started to make it happen with the entrepreneurship and the drive and the passion, and to make that happen, but not only to provide that physical dog to help somebody, but also if the dog wasn't the answer, that there would be tools and that there would be this community regardless, and that there would be this community where everybody could come together and be their best self. And that's priceless. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being generous.
Okay. Hi, I'm Alex Fidula, and this is Sir Baldwin, and we're doing our video. Thank you very much. Baldwin is a great dog. What he means to me is like a ray of sunshine on a dark day, and he is very well-mannered. He does a lot of things for me. Say my glove fell, and then I'd be like, get it, Baldwin. Perfect. Good boy. Sit down. Good boy. Lay down. Good boy. Do 20 push-ups. Oh, up. Sit. Good boy. He's a working man. Shake. 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 There we go.
Yay.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay, I have myself together now. Sorry about that, but I really mean it. This does not happen by itself. Janie is a force to be reckoned with and surrounds herself with amazing people who are ready to help and are hands-on, and so meet your board of directors.
My name is Brittany Jerebeck, and I am a board member with Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project. I'm actually one of the founding board members. I've been involved with the organization since 2018. And I'm involved for many reasons. The first reason is that the amazing woman who started the organization is my mom. And I watched my mom go from being a vibrant, fully functioning human to being in a wheelchair and having no way to get around, and her life was completely changed right after her daughter was born. I mean, right after her daughter got married, and then when her first granddaughter was born, she was in the wheelchair permanently, and that wasn't enough for her. And so she worked with her poodle, Phoebe. She worked with dog trainers, and she worked with physical therapists and got up and out of the chair. And my mom is an inspiration to me every day when I don't want to get out of bed, or if I don't want to adult, or if I don't want to face reality. I remember what my mom did and how it was an internal motivation, and that all of us can do that if we really look within ourselves. And the second reason I'm involved is that my oldest daughter has epilepsy. And my mom's retired service dog actually has seizure alert skills and is able to let us know anywhere from 60 seconds to 3 minutes before my daughter Victoria has a seizure. And my daughter's seizures happen at night, so there were long periods of time where I couldn't sleep. And when we learned that Phoebe could do this and did have these skills, I suddenly was able to start sleeping again, which all of us know is a critical part of living your life. And so I've seen firsthand how a dog can make a positive impact on someone's life, and how it can motivate them. It can do skills and tasks for them that they otherwise cannot do. And it gives them independence, and having independence is something that is so important. It's such a basic need and skill that all of us have, and we may not realize it, but when that independence is taken away from us, we know, and it's felt very real. And so that's why I'm a member of this board and this community. And I'm really proud that we've been able to pair so many individuals with dogs, and seeing how their lives have changed for the better makes me want to be involved with the organization and continue doing work with the organization. And I'm going to hand it off to May.
Great, thank you, Brittany. Hi, my name is Mei Tang. I'm a founding member and mother of two teenager kids. As a pharmacist, I believe in the benefits of medication for sustaining and improving people's life. As a certified yoga teacher, I have seen the physical and mental benefits a yoga practice creates. As a friend of Janie, which is a long story, but I will just cut it short. I had a front row seat to the transformation of her regaining her mobility, and she's an inspiration to me every single day. The combination of her beloved Poodle service dogs, Phoebe and Beckett, her daily yoga exercises, and her unshakable belief that nothing is impossible, lead her and us onlookers to a new understanding of what's possible. Her spirit is the reason why I joined the organization originally, but the cause of the organization, the inspirational, visionary, and dynamic women in this Zoom chat room are the reason why I stayed. Please donate and help us make a difference in the lives of people with disability. Everything counts. I am going to hand this to Echo.
Hi everyone, my name is Aiko Tan, and I'm the proud owner of two wonderful dogs, Chip and Bunny. And I just fell in love with Janie. You know, Janie is my inspiration. She is so moving and motivating that I didn't really have any kind of interaction with mobility service dogs before, but I met her and I listened to her story and I saw what she's done for others that were in her same place. And I just was so inspired that I said, okay, Janie, whatever you need, I'm on board. I don't know how I can help you, but I'm on board. And that's what I think our service organization is so amazing about. Everyone's on board. We all do this. It's a labor of love. We bring our talents. They're varied and diverse, and they might not be directly related to poodle raising and training, because I'm a terrible poodle handler, but I love them so much, and I would do anything to support this organization. I give my time willingly and lovingly. I am surrounded by such amazing, powerful women. We are a very strong tribe of determined ladies that what we want to accomplish is really provide functional independence for those experiencing disability. We're doing it through the wonderful means of mobility service dogs. And it has been such a joy to work in this organization. And now I don't just see these ladies as my colleagues. I see them as my friends and my family. And everybody in our organization is now family. We're a pack. And so we hope that you will join us to support mobility service dogs so that we can improve the lives of others that are not so fortunate, and help everybody come on board and be part of our family and join the team and have a lot of fun doing it. So thank you, everybody, and please support. I'm going to give it off to Pam.
Thanks, Aiko. Yes, I'm Pam Allen. I'm also a founding board member of Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project. I have known Janie since we raised our children together early on when they were elementary school children. And when I watched Janie suffer a spinal cord injury and lose the use of one of her legs, was troubling to me, but I watched her rise up and train the pet that she already had to become a service dog. When it came time to retire Phoebe, who now works for Brittany's daughter, Janie had a hard time finding a service dog, a mobility service dog. And so she decided to, she got another dog and trained it, but in the meantime, she wanted to make sure that other people could have service dogs for their use, and especially serve people who had been rejected previously. So my motivation is to support Janie and all the people that we serve, and help them get service dogs at make it possible for them to have mobility service dogs. It's a pleasure to be involved with these women on this board. In the meantime, besides being on the board, I also had the opportunity to raise a puppy for Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project, and that was an eye-opener. I have a great appreciation for the puppy raisers in this group. It's a lot of work, and not something that I had been trained to do previously, but we have 3 service dog trainers that are amazing professionals that supported me in this journey, and we have an amazing team of raisers and handlers who meet every week. All of us share the issues that we're having and the successes that we're having, and we support each other. So it's a very supportive group, and I feel wonderful being involved on the board. And we're hoping that in raising the money that we are trying to raise, we want to be able to provide dogs at a much lower cost than a lot of people are having to pay. Janie's super involved in a lot of the laws that are involved with handicap and disabled people, and also public access and educating the public. So it's a very broad exposure to the public that the organization does. So I'm happy to be involved. And I'm going to pass it to Jennifer.
Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Chen, and I recently became a board member for Mobility Service Dogs. Since my very first conversation with Janie, I knew I got sucked in. I have very little background in everything she does, but from just hearing her story, hearing about the organization, I knew it was something I needed to be a part of. And since joining, I have already seen the impact that this organization has on the community. And I'm so proud to be surrounded by this group of individuals that are so dedicated, smart, and kind, and all working together for a common goal. I think it's so special to be a part of something greater, and this organization has challenged me, motivated me, and inspired me every day since I've been a part of it. And I'm really excited to see what the future holds for Mobility Service Dogs as we continue our mission to raise service dogs, spread awareness, and educate, and just really hope that we get the support and everyone can see how much passion we have in this organization, and hope we can join together to improve the quality of life for the mobility disabled community. And it's just truly been one of the unexpected thing in my life, but has become something that I think will forever be a part of me. And as everyone has mentioned here, Janie is the universal woman that has joined us all together. We've mentioned her, and she is incredible. So it's my honor to now pass it on to her so you can hear directly from Janie herself.
Thank you so much. You're all very generous and very kind, and I honor each one of you. And I thank you for your words of kindness and love. Welcome to our first virtual Poodle Palooza. Everyone has shared on the board what our purpose and how we are moving forward, creating functional independence, educating for equality, so that all people can walk out that door with confidence and on their own and conquer everything they want to live a vibrant life. Tonight, it's an honor to see all of you here. I'll get to see you all in the dance party. For now, I just know you're all there, and I'm watching your little chats come in. Make sure you take lots of pictures. Take a picture of your food. Take a picture of all the things that you're doing and share it with us. That our purpose tonight is to raise money so we can continue educating, and we can continue working and creating tools. Not everyone can handle a dog. So we have other tools that we use for disabled, mobility disabled people. And we want to include all of them so that everybody has a chance to live their best life. And sometimes it's hard, But with all of us together, we can do it. And I'm just really honored to be here. And this board is amazing. You know, they keep my feet to the ground, and we do policy and procedures. Sometimes my head's exploding. We're really good with our finances. We do all the things that we should. We have our social media, we have our fundraising, we have our grant writing, we have our puppy raiser chair. We do all these things together, and it's incredible to be working with dear friends and people of your heart. So I wish you all a wonderful evening, and I thank you all for joining us. It's delightful.
Okay, Radish, but no higher than that. No, I know. No, you can't bid more than that. I know. No, all your allowance will be gone. Radish is on Poodle Palooza, and he's bidding often, and getting those bids right up there. You might come home with something pretty. I'm excited about it. Please do the same. Join us. Bid, bid, bid. Donate, donate, donate. And enjoy the next video, which is, I think, Hunter. He's playing the Liebestraum, which means the love dream. It's really, really beautiful. Anyway, enjoy. And while you're listening to that beautiful music and you say, you know what would be great? I think I'll just bid and donate a little bit while I listen to this Liebestraum. It's so beautiful. I think I bid some more.
Hi, my name is Hunter Nowak. I'm a pianist with In a Landscape Classical Music in the Wild. Thank you for supporting Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project here on the 2020 virtual Poodle Palooza. I'm going to play a piece for you called Liebestraum by Franz Liszt. Enjoy.
2, 1.
Right? How wonderful was that Liebestraum? And if you want to be super fancy, next time someone plays it, you say, oh, it was so schön, means pretty. Oh, wunderbar. Oh, das war wunderbar. I know. Try it out on your friends and family. Okay, so back to this really incredible cause and beautiful community. And please encourage all your friends to bid more, donate more. And even if they're not here tonight, send them a little email. Tell them how fabulous this is, how fabulous it was, and get them on the board. Get them on the train. More dogs to help more people and to help Janie. And I think that what's next is some awesome videos, one about sharing and one with the service dog trainees, which, how awesome is this going to be? Check this out and bid and donate. And don't forget, bid and donate.
Thank you for coming to the Poodle Palooza 2020. It's delightful to have you all in the audience tonight. And we just want to remind you to keep hitting that silent auction button and keep those bids coming in. One of the most important things that we spend our money on is training up our service dogs. And our organization is so fortunate to have 3 of the most amazing service dog trainers. Between the 3 of them, they have over 60 years of experience, and we benefit from all the wisdom and the expertise they give us. They have a good sense of humor. They keep us laughing, they keep us working, and they don't miss a beat. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Michelle Hill.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I have been training dogs for 14 years. I absolutely love training service dogs because it gives me the chance to help someone gain back some independence of their life that they've lost through whether it's an injury or something having to do with a medical problem, and just to see the bond that they build with their dog through training and through living with their dogs on a daily basis, it just warms my heart. And to be able to give to part of that is just an amazing thing that I can do. So that's why I do it. And I love this organization because I love their mission. I love that everything is about building comfort with the dogs. You know, the dogs are taken care of. Their well-being is looked after through the training and through their life. Nothing's ever done to hurt them. Everything is done to make sure that both the handler and the dog are taken well care of. And that's a wonderful thing to me. That's part of my mission as well. So I'm glad to be a part of this organization, and I'm glad to be able to help give back to them. Okay. And this is Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna. Thank you for having me here. I really enjoy training dogs. I've been doing it for many, many years, over 20 years now. My specialty is service dog training. I've trained behavioral, obedience, different dogs. I've placed many dogs. But I really enjoy service dog training because of the bond and the independence that it gives people. What I've seen, especially people that have a hard time with using their arms, their legs, having a dog has actually given them independence, makes them feel secure to go out and about and live a good life. Working with Mobility Service Dog has given me another opportunity to continue to do what I enjoy to do and what I love to do. I've worked with a lot of the poodles and the poodles that have been placed with the people that are recipients of these poodles. And I really enjoy seeing the bond that is built between the dog and the person that has the dog. The joy that it brings to both the dog and the person the independence that the dog gives to the person that has the poodle. I really am happy to be with Mobility Service Dog, and I hope we continue to have a long relationship because I really like to see what the program stands for. I really like to see that Janie makes sure that each dog and each person is on the right path to becoming a great team together. It gives them the opportunity to grow and build their relationship and continue doing what they want to do and with that freedom. So thank you, Janie, for allowing me to continue to work with Mobility Service Dog. And I hope to continue working with you guys for many years to come.
Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you, Michelle, for your kind words and for sharing a little bit about training service dogs. Something that's very unique to Mobility Service Dog West Coast Project is the community that we have built. We have a private Facebook group where all of our handlers and raisers and our amazing trainers and all of our volunteers jump in. Anna, Michelle, and Denise all are available 24/7. Our handlers and our raisers can text them anytime and they will reach out to them and help them. And that's such a gift. Every Tuesday, we meet up on Zoom and we talk. Anna, Michelle, and Denise each lead out at least one session every month. And they teach about what's happening right now. It's not just the pretty stuff. It's not all the wonderful things about service dogs. It's the challenging and the difficult also. It's completely raw and it's real. And we all become very committed and very connected to one another. And we all have definitely a woven in each other's heartstrings. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity and all the time that they donate and give to Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project.
Hi, good boy. Hi, I know. I am also very excited. We're all excited. Are you so? Oh, Radish, are you ready for the party? Are you ready for the party? Oh, don't get it. Good girl, Peanut. They're very, very excited. Next up, well, after you bid, of course. Put in another bit. Oh, thank you, Peanut. Thank you. Next up is A Place Called Home. Enjoy. I know, I'm also very excited. I know, Peanut's getting a front row seat. A place called home. Enjoy.
I see forbidden flowers, glimpse to a wandering eye. But they whisper to you, they've got a secret for you. Just gotta listen close. But when they hear you say, well, they just go away. Leave you to your thoughts. Well, this happiness some speak of is a myth to me. Well, it just seems so wrong to live through memories. So please happiness, well, some speak of, is a myth to me. Oh, well, it just seems so wrong to me to live through old memories. So please, my forbidden flower, my forbidden flower, my forbidden flower.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here this evening and for all of your generosity and for supporting this amazing cause. And I know a lot of us have pets and we love them and they're so much a part of our lives and we just don't know what we would do without them. Can you imagine if you needed your pet not only to be your pet, but to help you get through your day? And Mobility Dog does that. So thank you for making it happen.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and this is my service dog, Gus. Gus is primarily a mobility service dog that was gifted to me from Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project. In the beginning of my troubles with mobility, I was trying to use a cane or a walker or just hold my husband's arm. And those things really weren't working for me because I tend to fall backwards. Then enters Gus. He's perfect. He can help me with forward momentum. He pulls me up the stairs. If I start to fall backwards, he catches me. He's just wonderful. Now, not only is he a mobility dog, he has turned into an alert dog as well. If my oxygen drops or my heart goes haywire, he'll climb on top of me and he will not allow me to get up. And if I listen, then it's a really good thing. My husband works an awful lot, so this gives us an extra layer of reassurance at home. If I listen to Gus and I don't get up, I don't hurt myself, and usually I can just sleep it off or rest it off and I'll be okay the next day. I'm forever thankful for what Gus has done for us. He has given us a lot of reassurance, a lot of comfort that we didn't have before. If you can donate to this service dog organization, I ask you to do so. Mobility Service Dog West Coast Project is doing wonderful things, and I thank them very much. Service dogs change lives. Right, guys?
Tango has helped me build up my muscle strength and control, as well as I have helped him grow up. I never claimed to be a dog trainer, but I went to classes and learned different techniques along with the assistance of Mobility Service Dogs with Janie and her team. The first thing that Tango did for me, since I was unable to feel water temperature for a long time in my life, he kept me from getting into a hot shower. He literally blocked me off and wouldn't let me get in. The second thing he did that I noticed was when I need to take my shots, he can tell when I need to eat and my blood sugar is low, so he will take me to the kitchen, or he is trained to bring me a towel, a certain towel, to take me to the kitchen to eat. When my limbs are numb, or if I'm stagnant too long in one position, Tango will come up and start fondling with my limbs to get him moving or to get me up and moving. Tango has been really amazing, out and about. He helps me with balance and socialization. Without him, I would not be out as much as I am now. I do have a lot of fun with him, and he is important and contributes a lot to my life. I am thankful to Mobility West Coast Project for their service dogs and helping me be part of their team in raising and learning, as this is a never-ending learning process for me as well as for Tango.
Hi, I'm back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you loved that. Now, I know that everybody's been giving to the Mobility Service Dog West Coast Project. I got it right. Poodle Palooza, and making the magic happen, but we are coming down to the wire. Who knew that the time could go so quickly, right? Thank you for being here. Thank you for your virtual presence and party atmosphere. And I just want to say, okay, now is your last chance. This is the moment to shine, okay? At exactly 11:59. We're almost like Cinderella, okay? So just get ready to kick off your shoes and start dancing. Or if you'd rather dance in your shoes, keep your shoes on. But we're reaching the Cinderella moment, and the auction will be closed. So please, why not? You want it. You totally want it. Go get it. Go get it. It's for a good cause, and you get something pretty. Do it. It'll be fun. No, your wife, your husband, your significant other, your puppy, I don't know, whoever you're buying it for, your aunt, your uncle, get it. Totally get it. It's going to be awesome. They're going to love it. Do it. Do it. Bid. Do bidding? Good job. Quickly. 11:59. Oh, quickly.
I met Janie Heinrich, founder and executive director of Mobility Service Dogs West Coast Project, and her service dog at an outdoor event in Los Angeles. We talked about the goals for her project and the needs that she had. One of those needs was for puppy raisers.
Good boy.
Janie's enthusiasm about her work was inspiring and led me to become a puppy raiser. As a puppy raiser, I'm responsible for teaching Monty basic obedience skills, like walking with him with a loose leash. Here are a few others. Good boy. Stay. Get leash. Give leash. Go under and deck. Open. Close. In our weekly Zoom sessions, I get great support from the project's board members, puppy raisers, handlers, as well as professional trainers. I take Monty everywhere I go. It's an important part of getting him comfortable in social situations, like food markets, big box stores, meetings and lectures, as well as outdoor events. Monty is both challenging and lots of fun, and I will miss him when he goes. But I know he'll jump the hurdles to become a great mobility service dog.
Well, did you get it? Did you? I hope you got exactly what you wanted. I hope you bid and got the silent auction item of your dreams, and that you donated, and that your heart is as full as everyone's is going to be when this money that you've given materializes into a dog that's going to help somebody. So, sorry, I promised I was not going to get mistaken. No, wait, I got it. I got it. So thank you. Thank you for all your time and all your efforts, and get ready because now is the Zoom dessert and dance party. What? I know. What's better than sugar and dancing? Nothing. Nothing. A cocktail and sugar. Oh, but cocktails turn into sugar. See how it all just goes full circle? So thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I'm going to hand it over to the DJ, to the professionals who are going to rock you out, and you will just enjoy the rest of your evening. High five each other, give each other hugs with or without your masks. I don't know, social distancing, who you're with, whenever's safe, you do it. And just know that you made a huge difference. Thank you, thank you, thank you.